What if an AI could read an entire book, watch a full video, analyze thousands of lines of code, and actually understand all of it at once? That's exactly what Gemini 3.1 Pro is built to do. And honestly, it's a big step forward. Let me explain why this model is different and why it matters. First, here's the simple version. Gemini 3.1 Pro is Google's most advanced AI model right now. It's designed for complex thinking, not just answering quick questions, not just writing short replies, but handling deep, multi-step problems. Think research, think strategy, think advanced coding, think analyzing huge amounts of mixed information. That's the level we're talking about. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Most AI models can only handle a limited amount of information at once. Gemini 3.1 Pro, it can process up to 1 million tokens in a single context. What does that mean in normal terms? It can remember and work through extremely long documents, massive transcripts, full code bases, without losing track. Imagine giving it an entire project instead of a single paragraph. That changes how AI can be used. But it's not just about size, it's about understanding. Gemini 3.1 Pro is natively multimodal. That means it doesn't just understand text, it understands text, images, audio, video, together, not separately, together. So instead of analyzing a chart alone, or reading a report alone, it can combine everything into one reasoning process. That's powerful. Now, let's talk performance. Compared to its previous version, this model performs better across reasoning tasks, complex problem solving, coding challenges, multilingual understanding, and long context tasks. In simple terms, it thinks more clearly, it handles complexity better, and it makes fewer mistakes in multi-step logic. That's a big deal for developers, but also for businesses. And honestly, for anyone building serious tools with AI. Here's another important piece. Gemini 3.1 Pro is designed for agentic performance. That sounds technical, but it's simple. It means the model can plan steps. Instead of just answering one question, it can break down a problem, figure out what needs to happen first, then second, then third. It's closer to structured reasoning rather than reactive responses. And that's where AI starts becoming more like a thinking assistant. Now you might be wondering, if it's more powerful, is it still safe? That's a fair question. The model was tested across multiple safety areas, including harmful content, manipulation risks, and cyber-related capabilities. The important takeaway? It stays below critical risk thresholds while improving reasoning ability. In other words, more capable, but still controlled. That balance matters. So what does all this really mean? It means we're moving from small, prompt-based AI interactions to large-scale reasoning systems. From ask and answer to analyze and solve. When a model can understand massive context, combine different types of media, and think through multi-step logic, you're no longer just chatting with AI, you're collaborating with it. And that shift is huge. But here's the bigger picture. Every time context size increases, every time reasoning improves, every time multimodal understanding gets stronger, AI becomes less like a tool and more like a system that can assist in research, in engineering, in creative production, in strategy. We're watching that transition happen right now, and this is just version 3.1. That alone tells you something. The pace is not slowing down. So whether you're a developer, a creator, a founder, or just someone curious about where AI is heading, Gemini 3.1 Pro is a sign of what's coming next. bigger context, smarter reasoning, more autonomy. And that changes how we build and how we think about intelligence itself.